Good morning, everybody. It's Angie, and it is time for our morning hangout. I want to apologize for not making it in yesterday for the 1 p.m. Central Time hangout. I had a client in crisis and I was unable to attend, and I feel terrible about that. So I'm going to try to do another session later this week or an extra one next week, depending on how my schedule works, to make up for it. All right. But of course, I'll still be here every weekday until then. Yeah. So I am in the process of pulling up your chat. So while I'm doing that, let me remind you that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. All right. Good morning, Jean. Wait, I gotta find your name here. I just lost my chat again. Dang it. La la. Gonna be one of those days, I can just tell. Sometimes you wake up feeling kind of terrible. Today was not one of those. It was not a great morning for me, guys. But it is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. I can tell. So I'm popping out the chat right now so I can see it better. And so I can say hello to everybody. All right. What do we have here today? Let's see. We have good morning, Jean Scott, number one today. Good morning and welcome. Good morning, Malta, my friend. How are you? Good morning, beautiful Jamie B. She says, good morning, beautiful Angie. Good morning. Good morning, Emily Driftwood. She says, hey, everyone. Hey. Malta, Jamie B has hugs for you today. And let's see here. Kylie Taylor says, hello, all. Kate Grace says, good morning. Terry Wiley, welcome back, honey. She says, hi, everyone. I've missed you. Well, we've missed you too, Terry. Malta says, Jamie B, good morning. Terry Wiley says, I really need you guys today. Tough one. All right, Terry, let us have it. What you got? Muffy, good morning and welcome back, Muffy Lewandowski. She says, good morning, sunshine. Blessed morning to all. Jessica says, good morning. Good morning, Miss Jessica. Madeline Gutierrez in the house. Hello, Madeline. Rena Domingo is back. Welcome back, Rena. She says, good morning, Angie. Breon is back. Big hugs, Breon. He says, good morning, strong survivors. Welcome back, sir. Irish Indian says, hello, Angie and tribe. Good morning to us all. Cheers to another day as a survivor and welcome any first timers. I love you guys. You're awesome. Kate says, me either. I'm guessing Kate might need to refresh. Malta, do the thing where you tell them to refresh, please, sir. Thank you. Leah says, 9th day, I visited my ex-narc, but not to get back or rekindle, but to let him know he wasn't what he thought he was. I let him know I can do things better without him. Leah, that's amazing. How are you feeling? I'm so proud of you. I worry about the visiting, but if it helped you and it helped you find closure, my friend, go for it. That's awesome. Malta says, good morning to Breon. Ms. Jillian says, hello, fellow queen bees. Angie, your life on YouTube, and we all love you. Hope you feel better soon. Well, thank you, Jillian. I appreciate that. I'm sure I'll feel fine. It was just, my kid had a bunch of people over last night, and I'm totally thrilled about that. He's always welcome to have friends over, you know. But after we went to bed, of course, they're 13. They all stayed up. And I woke up and my living room was trashed, and it made me very sad. But my kid feels really bad about it, so he's handling it. And I'm blessed to have such an empathic kid. All right. So Kathleen, good morning, Kathleen Pitkovich. You're new today. Hello, Kathleen. Madeline says, Terry, welcome back. Remember who you are. Well, you are special in God's eyes. Indeed. Lori Ticka in the house. Good morning, Lori Ticka. Breon says, yesterday wasn't good for me. Remnants of narc abuse. Talked to friends and snapped out of it. Oh, Breon, that's amazing. You know, that's exactly what it's all about. Sometimes we have our bad days and sometimes we just have to snap out of it. And my gosh, if you have good friends to help you with it, even better. Absolutely. Good morning, Latoya Martin. She says, hey, happy healing. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Irish Indian says, last night was a very healing experience for me to get past my abuse. One day, one step at a time. Don't be discouraged. I must remind myself this takes time. Yes, ma'am, it does. And I am very proud of you for doing it. Kylie Taylor is in the house. She says, wow, it's nice to see the connection you guys have. I really need some support networks, even if they are online with peeps on the other side of the world. Well, Kylie, welcome to the tribe, honey. We are happy to have you here. Miss Jillian says live. Yes, indeed, it is live. Veritas says morning. It be Thursday. Ain't it, though? I thought it was Wednesday here. Wait a minute. Isn't it Wednesday? Yes, it is Wednesday where I am. So Veritas, she must be in like Australia or something. I can't remember. Karen Hardiman. Hello, Karen from the Netherlands. She says hello and welcome. Welcome, Karen. Rena says 2 months, no contact, but why do I still feel so much pain whenever I think about the experience I had with him? If I could just totally forget everything, girl, I'll tell you what. If it were so easy to just totally forget everything, we'd be in trouble a lot, right? Have you guys ever seen that movie? Sunshine of Spotless Suns, something. It's that Jim Carrey and I want to say Kate Winslet. I don't know, movie with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or something. Anyway, the idea is they erase the memory of a bad relationship, and I think it's better to remember and heal than it is to forget. I'll just say that. What do you guys think? Are you with me on that? Kristen Smith. Hello, Kristen. Welcome. She says, good morning. Love your channel. Keep up the amazing videos. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you enjoy the videos and that they're helpful for you, I hope. And I am very happy to see you today. Welcome to the tribe, my friend. John Jay in the house. Hey, John Jay. Welcome back, my friend. It says, good morning, everyone. Malta says, attention, we are live. You may need to refresh your stream if you cannot see it at this time. Big hugs to you, Malta. Appreciate you. Terry Wiley says he's mad at me. Wait, he's mad at me, so today he's telling me that we have nothing in common. Oh boy, and I'm putting forth no effort to put us together, although he keeps texting me. I told him to stop bugging me. Good for you, Terry. Good for you. I know that's hard when he's clearly trying to hoover. He's trying to get you to prove to him that you do have something in common, and that's another hoovering attempt with a kind of an interesting reverse gaslighting situation almost. I don't know. He's looking for supply for sure. Kate Gray says, I'm pretty sure my boyfriend broke up with me last night, then proceeded to send me a text this morning calling me babe. This is probably the 30th time he's broken up with me. Oh, girl. Yeah, that's the thing that's so difficult about these people. They're up and down and up and down and back and forth. It's like a roller coaster ride throughout the whole relationship. How are you feeling about this, Kate? What are you thinking? Terry Wiley says, my struggle is to just block him, but it's hard to do. Oh, I know. We feel like we need to know where they are. And it seems like the longer, even if we've only been with him a few months, sometimes we become very addicted very quickly. So yeah, it's definitely a difficult thing. Rena says, I'm just curious how narcs decide that they finally met the love of their life if they can't even feel real love. Well, sweetie, the love of their life is really just the flavor of the moment, almost always. Very, very rarely do narcissists ever fully commit to anyone. I mean, I think even when they're committed to you, they are still always looking for somebody better. And that's just because they're so insecure, really. Malta says, hugs to you, Jamie B. Right on. Kate Grace says, Rena sounds like manipulation. I agree with Kate. Terry says, thank you to Madeline. Jamie says, right here, Kylie, I found strength in having Angie and other survivors validating what was happening and that I wasn't alone. Absolutely. And Kylie, if you haven't already, you should join Queen Being Span, which is just go to queenbeing.com/SPAN. If you go to my channel, there's a link to it right on the links list there. But yeah, it's free, confidential, and easy to access for those who. But we do vet our members, so you have to answer a couple of quick questions so that so my admins can keep everybody safe. It's simple stuff, nothing that you have to think about too hard. Okay. Let's see. And thank you, Jamie B. Big hugs to you, honey. Kate Grace says, and a good source of supply. Yep, exactly. You're totally on point, Miss Kate Grace. Let's see. Jamie B says, you are in the right place, Kylie. I totally agree with my beautiful friend Jamie B today. Let's see here. Anna Bautista says, get well soon, Angie. Her living room will be fixed soon enough. Yes. It's not like I'm OCD or anything. Okay. I'm so easygoing, but gosh, I woke, like the house was sort of clean when I went to bed and I woke up and these 13-year-olds had broken my candle. I don't know if you guys know about, Yankee candles. They're probably really unhealthy, but they smell so good. And so I had this one on my living room table that I really liked. It was really expensive and it's broken and I'm mad, but it's okay. I'm going to get over it. It's stupid to be mad about stuff. Anyway, I mean, it could have been way worse, right? All right, let's see here. Kylie says, I have been in a toxic relationship for 18 years. I know what would be better, but going through with it is a whole different kettle of fish, so to speak. Oh, you're so right. And the longer you're together, the harder it is to leave. You're absolutely right. I'm guessing y'all have kids together too, huh, Kylie? Emily Driftwood says, my ex-friend is a narc away for 5 years, contacted me and wanted to get together on my ex-narcissist's birthday. Turns out he's a flying monkey and wanted info on my happy new life. I was happy. He was upset to learn you were happy. Well, that's really sad that he is so small that he needs to feel that way, Emily. But I hope it gave you a certain amount of vindication knowing that you are happy and that, that is not because of, but despite the crap that you've had to deal with. I want to say congratulations to you. I'm so proud of you. And I hope that that wasn't too triggering for you. Rose Hargrove is back. Hey, Rose, welcome back. She says, good morning, Angie. I have figured out to meet with you or someone. Can't describe it all here, but I'm worried. Okay, Rose, I'm very happy to meet with you. You can go to either queenbeing.com or narcissisticabuse.recovery.online and schedule an appointment. Yep. Or you can just email me and I'll have my assistant set it up for you. Jillian says, what a wonderful video that would be to snap out of it. Maybe we can take a span poll asking people how they do it. Jillian, that's a great idea. And I have one video where I talked about how to snap out of it, but you're right. That would be a really good idea. So, hey, you want to make that post for me? But if you do make that post, will you please tell them that it will be for a video? And if you don't want to do it, I'll just do it later. Just let me know if you do it so I don't double do it. All right. Regina says, why do I still feel like a new woman will come in the picture and change him? Well, Regina, that's because you're human and you think he's human too. But unfortunately, okay, he's human physically. But the way that he thinks is not normal and healthy. And so he's not going to change. He may temporarily change or he may take on some of her behaviors or qualities for a short time until he's over the infatuation phase. But there will be no new woman who will change him permanently. That is, if he's a narcissist, he's a narcissist, he's a narcissist. He can't change. I mean, he could, but he'd have to admit that he has, a personality disorder and be willing to work on changing that. And even then, I believe that in 9/10 of the cases, you're not going to see any real change because they sort of just play act it. You should watch my videos on Will the Narcissist Change? The last two are especially effective because they investigate an actual therapist who claims that he's changing narcissists, and then one of his clients' wives wrote to me afterward, and I made a video about it, and it turned out exactly like I thought it would. Even if they do it, they're just play acting, or they're just pretending, they're just doing what they're told to do as opposed to actually feeling the empathy and emotions for their people. So I don't believe that most of them are capable of changing, and I think your average narcissist, walking down the street, I would almost bet you could get together all of the exes and find out that the treatment was the same throughout. You could probably draw many parallels. I happen to have had the positive experience of meeting two of my ex-husband's subsequent wives after me, and both of them experienced similar behaviors and worse because they stayed longer. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Kylie Taylor says, Jay, maybe I'd like to say yes, but I'd be lying somewhat. Okay. Rick Mash says, Angie, when we go through the numbness before you know what's going on and you lose your passions, do they ever come back or do I need to find new ones? They may come back, Rick, and depending on how long you were together with a narcissist, you may have new passions and not even know it yet. I say, the numbness part is horrible, and I know you lose your passions while you're in the middle of it all because it's so overwhelming, and then, of course, when it's over, you're so drained that you just kind of want to stare at the wall for a while. But I would suggest Rick, go to Queen Being and download that Passion Finder. It's at queenbeing.com/passion, PASSION, just like that. It's free. Anybody's welcome to download it, and it's just a real simple, like, little worksheet kind of thing, and kind of walks you through remembering your passion or choosing a new one. I suggest that you just start digging into things that feel good in your life. And, like I like the miracle question. I learned this when I was in coach school. And the miracle question is, if you woke up tomorrow morning and everything had changed, a miracle had occurred, and now your life is perfect, what would it look like? What would you wake up doing? Who would you be next to? What would the place look like that you woke up in? How would the bed feel? And what would you do after you climbed out of the bed? Would you go to work? Would you, and by the way, in this miracle question, life is perfect. So money's not an issue. Nothing is a problem. What are you doing? I think that's the best way to sort of discover yourself a little bit, what you really want in the world. And if you think about what you would do every day if money was not an object, if you did not have to worry about money, what would you do every day? What would your purpose be? Would you get up and just knit scarves? Or would you get up and run on the beach? Or would you get up and, paint, cook? What would you do? What would be your passion? Think about it like that. It's a way to start. Yep. Veritas says, Kylie, 20 years for myself, did not realize what was going on until the 17-year mark. Well, 20 years on the 19th of this month. Are you still there, Veritas? Amber Barnett in the house. Good morning, Amber. Welcome, my friend. Let's see here. Jean Scott says, I've been struggling with a lot of anger. I was raised by a narcissistic mother who passed away in 2009. My father is an arsonist, tried to kill me when I was 2 years old. I'm so tired. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. That is a lot, and I totally feel you having anger. Now, is the anger helping you to move forward, or is the anger helping you to stay stuck? Let me know. Stacy, the sparkling star in the house. Hey, Stacy. Welcome. She says, hey, Mrs. Atkinson. Hello. Jamie B says, Kylie, I was married to a very toxic and abusive man for 17 plus years. I've been free now for 2 months, and life is beautiful on this side. It's a beautiful thing. Jamie B has really rocked it. And just like everybody, she's had her moments of self-doubt and stress, but you know what? That's part of going through it. And she's done it, and she keeps going, and I'm so proud of her. No, Nua M is new. She says, my videos helped her to end her 5-month engagement. She said, I knew something was wrong, and I'm so happy I found you. It hurts, but I know I'm dodging a bullet. Oh my gosh, girl. Aren't you, though? Yes. I am happy that you did not fall into the pit that a lot of us did. And I hope that you are able to keep healing and moving forward so that you can maybe find someone who's actually deserving of yourself. I think that's so important. And I'm proud of you for catching it early. Maybe I saved one person from having to marry one, huh? That would be great. That would make my day. Jessica says, after my brain injury, my memory isn't very good, but for some reason, I'm unable to forget the narc or her insidious abuse. Yeah, Jess, you know what? I think part of the deal with this is we become very addicted to them. And we've talked about that before. And I think, because they are so good at seeming to be the perfect person for us, at least at the beginning, that we really want to believe that's the person. And so we need to learn to sort of mourn the person that we thought we had and realize who they really are. That can help some. But Jessica, I want you to stick with it. I want you to stay focused on healing and feeling better and doing better for yourself. Yep. Shelly Thomas in the house. Hello, Shelly. She says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Shelly. Brian says, I understand the desire to forget, but it's definitely better to remember. I've learned so much, and I'm so much better as a result. I am totally with you, my friend. It's not like I'm thrilled that my toxic situations happen, but it certainly does change who you are and how you think. And I'll tell you something, I have learned the hard way not to judge people. And that is a beautiful thing. Yes, indeed, my friends. Okay, wait a minute. Terry Wiley says, yes, Kate Grace, same stuff. Stacy says, I'm at the hospital in my waiting room. Wait, I'm at the hospital in the waiting room. My appointment was supposed to be 48 minutes ago, but who's counting? How frustrating. Oh my gosh. I hate waiting. Jamie says, good morning, Shelley. John J says, I feel so relieved. I've hard proof my narc lied to me. This is so helpful to me in regard to me realizing that he is definitely a narc and that I'm not crazy. I also realize I'm getting better. I notice my spirals out of control last a lot less than before. Well, that is excellent news. And you know what that sounds like to me is personal growth. It's a beautiful thing. And this is one of the things that happens to us when we go through narcissistic abuse. We don't even recognize the level of personal growth required to get through it. But that's why I always tell you guys, you know what, we become the strongest people we know in real life when we get through this. Even today, I can tell you that I'm probably the strongest, emotionally speaking, person I know in real life. And it's hard sometimes. And I have my moments of weakness just like y'all do. But in general, you learn to be so strong that nobody can break you, my friend. Unbreakable, as it were. Yeah. Oh, Stacy the Sparkling Star says 3 months no contact and 1 month totally 100% clean. Congratulations, my love. I'm happy to hear it. Jamie says, Stacy, how you been? Haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, Teresa Tromke in the house. Hey, Teresa. She says, you're awesome, Angie. You helped me get through an abusive friendship. Thank you. My pleasure. My freaking pleasure, girl. I'm so happy that I could be a small part of that, honestly. I really am. Where did it go? Okay, I lost my place in the chat. I hate when that happens. Okay, here we go. My pleasure, Teresa. Stacy says, no, I spin. Okay, I don't know. Anna says, I think I'm crashing. The no contact is so hard. Somebody's blown up my Facebook, but I'm actually in a live stream right now if you're not listening. Not you guys. Anyway, I think I'm crashing. The no contact is so hard. The last time was July 5th, and he also sent me a hello and a rose sticker. Oh, well, don't fall for it, my friend. It is, don't fall for it. If you need to sleep it off, but don't fall for it. It's not worth it. No contact is hard, but it's so worth it in the end because you don't have all that toxic poison in your life. Jessica says to Stacy, I hope you're okay. Me too, honey. Stacy says, I've been busy on YouTube doing law of attraction work. Yep, I feel you. Kate Grace says, he's blaming me for everything, even though I cried all night next to him last night. I'm not saying I'm not responsible for all the chaos in the relationship, but yeah, I feel you. He's going to blame you because he cannot ever accept responsibility if he's a narcissist. Malta says, Jamie B, congratulations on 2 months free and many more. Big hugs. Big hugs. I agree. Donna Doherty says, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Ms. Donna. Welcome, welcome. Stacy says, I had surgery June 21st and my left leg is having complications, but it's okay. I'm going to take longer to heal. Right on, right on. Okay. All right, let's see. Kylie says, how did you actually take the last step and you knew you wouldn't go back? Where did you get that strength from? Well, I got to tell you, I totally cheated. I have children, and that's how I got my strength, because something about that mother love thing, in both of the situations where I walked away from narcissists in my life, it was directly a result of me trying to protect my kids. And me going, okay, well, I might tolerate abuse for myself, but I won't tolerate it for my kids. That's not okay. I shouldn't have been that way, but that's the truth. That's how I was able to be so strong and walk away, because it wasn't about me. What I suggest for people who don't have children and don't want to save, can't try to save their children, is that you have to remember one of the things that we need to do in order to really heal from this is to learn to love ourselves in the same way that a good mother would have loved us. And so if you can think of it in that respect, you can look at yourself and think, what would a good mother tell me to do right now? What if I had children, what would I tell me to do right now? What would I tell my favorite niece or the little girl that I mentor or whatever, the little boy that I mentor? How would I tell them if they were in this relationship? What would I say to them? And to try to be strong like that. But even though it had to do with my children in both cases, when I walked away from narcissists, a parental one and one I was married to, it was about, I have my deal breakers, you know, and like in the relationship, the deal breakers weren't actually broken. They directly that I could tell, but it affected my child, and that was it for me. And so even though I felt weak at times and I wanted to go back, I felt like I have these standards for myself and these beliefs in myself, and that I needed to be a good mom. And that's what I did. I know that's not going to help you if you don't have children, but if you don't have children, I want you to think of what's as important to you as my kids are to me. You know, what like your life, your happiness should be as important to you right now. You know, you're not getting any younger. The longer you stay, the longer, you know, you're going to waste your life. It's not worth it. And I don't know. I hope that's at least a little bit helpful. Um, yeah. C2 Crow. Hey, C2 Crow. Welcome, welcome. Says hello for you and thanks you for your channel. My pleasure. Jessica agrees with me that you should not fall for the fake attempts when you break no contact to get you to break no contact. For Anna, I agree. Karen Hardiman says, have to leave the chat. I teach and it's for the Netherlands. Just want to say thanks, and your video helped me a lot. 25 years after living with an narc, he put me on the street. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. That's terrible. Malta says to Stacy, that's great to hear and welcome back. Haven't seen your name in a while. Big hugs. Big hugs. Kate Grace says it's confusing to figure out if he's serious or not this time. My birthday's in 3 days. My ex literally did the same thing to me around my birthday. Not sure how to proceed from here. Do you want to be with him? I mean, are you going to continue to allow yourself to be abused? Maybe your birthday is the thing you need to push you forward. I mean, every year on my birthday, I always think about what I can do better in the following year. Maybe what you can do better is actually take care of yourself and kind of remove the poison from your life. Just a thought. Shelley says to Rick, as I've healed from this abuse, I've learned and remembered who I am, which includes my passions and interests. It's one of the most encouraging and rewarding aspects for taking charge of our lives. Shelley, I totally agree with you, and thank you for sharing your experience. C2 Crow says, I've gotten out of a horrible narc abuse relationship. He owes me a ton of money. Took him to court. He's still not paying. And he's taken away the dog we've adopted together. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. C2 Crow, I hope you join our tribe here and you come and visit with us each day and maybe join SPAN and we can all help support each other through this. I can only imagine the pain that you're in, but I feel you, and I think a lot of us here do. So you're not alone. Jamie said, so when I finally figured out that he was never going to change and I was going to be miserable forever if I stayed, I started detaching while I was there, observing but not absorbing anymore bad. Yeah, that is excellent. And Jamie goes on to say, energy, started gray rocking him and making my exit plan. It took me 3 months of planning. That's legit. And I think you guys need to hear that. Gray rocking is important. You have to sort of start to mentally detach from them while you're still with them. And then it's a little bit easier to step away. That's really the truth. That was my mistake. I did not do that with my ex because I sort of did, but I was so bowled over by the behavior that caused me to leave that I just had to move on. So, yeah. All right, let's see here. Jean Scott says, I always fall for narcissists. I don't leave the one I'm with because I'll just end up in another narc's arms being hurt. I have to end this cycle. I have an amazing singing voice, but a narc will never let me shine. Singing is my passion. Well, girl, listen, here's the thing, okay? Ending up in another saying to me that I don't leave the one I'm with because I'll just end up in another narc's arms being hurt is the law of attraction working against you, my friend. Way to go. So from this point forward, I want you to stop saying end up with another one, because if you keep saying that, that's what's going to happen. So what I want you to do is I want you to start healing yourself. I want you to sing every day. I want you to really sing every day, record it, put it on YouTube and send me a link to it. I'll watch it and I'll share it. Okay. I want you to self up. I want you to not put yourself in that mental space to tell yourself, I'll just end up with another narcissist, because you're only going to end up with another narcissist if that's what you intend. Whatever you choose to do with your narcissist is your choice, and I'm not going to force you. But I'm asking you to please sing every day, and I'm asking you to consider a message to yourself. saying, I'll just end up in another narc's arms being hurt is wrong. I want you to say to yourself, from this day forward, I am going to only attract positive, healthy, loving people into my life. And anytime you think to yourself, I'm going to end up in another narc's arms being hurt, I want you to remind yourself something like what I say, which is, I now cancel that thought and replace it with this affirmation of my true divine desire. I will only attract loving people into my life from today forward. Just a thought. Healthy, loving people. Just a thought. All right. C2 Crow says, I've been heartbroken. He has done nothing and refuses to help me with money or let me see the dog. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'll let you see your dog. I hate that he won't help you with money. But I suggest that you do your very best to go of this person. Try to get your money handled through the attorneys. It sucks about the dog. It sucks. And if there's any way you can get the dog back, by all means, but don't let him use the dog against you to hold you in, to keep you sucked in. Maybe, yep, same for me. Started to do the internal work and got my life back. Isn't that awesome? Yes, I agree with you guys. That is how you do it. To Crow, yes, I will absolutely work on that video for you. Look up. There's so many videos that will help you with, getting through the pain and even the short moments of pain, so you can kind of clear through. Emily says, yes, Angie, it gave me fuel to keep going and keep on keeping on and keep loving myself and rising above. Good. It did trigger a tiny bit, but only in the capacity of, ew, I'm so glad I got away from that crap. Very good, Emily. That is amazing, and I appreciate that. Caroline Lynch, hey Caroline, says to Jean, you don't need permission from anyone but yourself. That's damn right. I totally agree. Shelley Thomas says, Lynn Powers, I understand your pain. My heart goes out to you. Did I miss Lynn's comment? Kylie, I'm a little confused. Oh, Kylie, search Gray Rock on my channel. Totally enlightened. Ms. Lily says, good morning to all. I was late taking a test. Good morning, Ms. Lily. Happy to have you today. Welcome back, my love. Stop the chaos. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I lost my spot here. Okay, Shelley Thomas says, good for you, Breon. Once the narc silent treatmented me, and I accepted that. I learned to become indifferent, and once I had very little to do with her while living in the same house, the darkness lifted. Yeah. Stacy says, thanks, Malta. I feel welcome. It feels nice. You guys are all such wonderful women and men. I'm finally in patient room waiting. Good luck, Stace. Stop the Chaos says, such an incredibly rough night. This doesn't even feel like reality. We rehashed 23 years of marriage, divorced 3 months. So exhausted. He acts like he's more tortured than me. I believe he may be. Has their own, so-called cross to bear. Stop the Chaos. But I know that exhausting feeling of being up all night talking about a relationship that is hopeless and trying to get clear on what's happened. In your house, I hope that you're clear of him. I would suggest that today you take care of yourself like you're sick. Rest, stay as calm as you can, do your very best to not let yourself get too upset and overwhelmed. And I suggest that you try to steer clear of those conversations. You don't owe him that anymore if you're divorced 3 months, okay? Rena Domingo says, I just remember during our relationship, he always messed up everything whenever a special occasion is coming. Oh, I know, girl. He likes breaking up with me during special events like Christmas. That is very, very common for narcissists. The other thing they do is they hoover on holidays like Christmas because they get lonely and stuff, and they want to pretend like they have real lives. Yeah. But then, of course, the next day they're over themselves. Yeah, Rena, that's very common, and I'm so glad that you're not stuck with that anymore. Caroline says, Kylie, show no emotion, just observe. Gray Rock. Yep, agreed. Shelley Thomas says, hey, Karen. Anna says, thank you, Jessica. My heart is breaking and I'm shaking. Now he's going to call me. I don't know what to do. Don't answer the phone number. That's what to do. Kate Grace says, I still don't know if he's a narcissist, but either way, the behavior and thought process doesn't seem healthy. It's hard to even know at this point. Well, Kate, for you to watch, I've got videos like one is like how 10 ways to know if you're in love with a narcissist or something like that. Look in the list called Discovering Narcissists if you want to, and also Understanding Narcissists, because those two lists will help you kind of identify better. And you can also go to queenbeing.com and search if you'd rather read than watch video. Yeah. Rock is no longer reacting to his rages, not giving him any energy, any of my energy, basically being as exciting as a gray rock. It helped me stay sane. It is a godsend. And I'm going to tell you something, guys, it's powerful. And you'll feel it as you start to use it against someone in order to protect yourself. You'll feel the power of it, and you have to be careful not to enjoy it too much. It's true. Terry Wiley says he just emailed me and told me he needed to leave me alone. Why am I laughing? Because why does he email you to tell you he needs you to leave you alone? Just don't even respond to that email. Okay. Yeah, Stacy says, yes, Rena, they like to ruin things. Holidays give them more power because it's important to you. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. Veritas says, Caroline, also become more indifferent, not love or hate, detached and observed. Yeah, agreed. Emily says, and that's regarding Gray Rock. Emily says, Jamie, me, hey girl, really 3 months together. That's good work. And congratulations on the 2 months of freedom. Woo! Yes, indeed. Stacy says, don't respond. Yes, agreed. Okay. Regina says, thank you, Angie. My pleasure. Stacy says that was for Terry. Oh my God, how do I do that? Kylie, watch the videos. They're very detailed instructions. Stop the Chaos says he's telling me again he has to find his happiness, but keeps coming around. He has no friends except for quote unquote her and me, but doesn't understand that I do not want to be a pawn no matter how much it hurts. Listen, one of my deal breakers is don't cheat on me. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if my husband, my husband of 15 years, if he ever came to me and he said to me, hey, you know what, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stay with you or go be with this other girl, there would not be a conversation. I would just be like, well, I'm pretty sure you already made your choice, because why are you even getting so involved with another person that you need to choose between her and me? That's not how that works, my friend. What you have to do is realize that you're too good to be competing with anyone else. Don't compete with other people. Don't compete with people. Can I say that one more time? Don't compete with other people for your own husband or spouse or person you're dating or wife or whatever. Don't compete with other people. If they need to put you in competition with anyone else in the world, that person is not worth your time. I'm not trying to be all, tough love on your asses, but seriously, you are all too good to compete with anyone else. Everybody in this room right now is too good to compete with anybody else ever, ever, ever. Do not compete with other people for the person who claims to love you. There's no competition. If that person loves you, nobody else in the world should matter in that respect. You should never, ever compete with another person for the person you love. That's all I'm going to say about that. And with that, I love you all. I have to go. I have a call at, and I have to go pee-pee. Because we're open like that here, right? Okay, I forgot to show you my coffee cup for today. It is a Queen Bee coffee cup that one of my viewers sent to me, and I love it. And that's all I have for you right now. I will keep this chat. I will read every single comment, and I will do videos as I respond to some of these comments as well. If you have specific videos you'd like me to make, please tell me right now here. And that's all I've got for you. Thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me.